How would you define the term woke?
It's a great question, and honestly is a completely subjective answer depending on who you're going to ask. I would say it's the most ironic definition of our time, because those that would call themselves woke think that they're completely eyes wide open to all of the social justice injustices that are happening in society. They think that they're causing progression in society. In reality, if you call yourself woke today, your head is buried, your head is in the sand, your eyes and ears are completely closed to what's going on around you, and you've bought into a mainstream lie about what it means to live in 2023 America.
She said it. We are back again, but this time we have a video where woke people are given a dose of their own medicine. Let's just dive right in. Debates, questions, and concerns have always raised about allowing transgender individuals to participate in women's or men's sports. Many people believe that if a person has gone through male puberty, they should not be allowed to participate in women's sports, even if they are transgender. That seems to be the general opinion. Now let's hear from someone with a different perspective.
You would let Floyd Mayweather, who is pound for pound the most successful boxer in male history, you would let him, in a year's time, compete at the same weight against women?
Yeah, if there's a weak category.
This is nonsense. I'm sorry.
It's absolute
garbage. How could you possibly countenance putting Floyd Mayweather, the most dangerous boxer, pound for pound, arguably in the history of boxing, into a ring with women born to female bodies? This is where the argument becomes utterly ridiculous. And it's not transphobic to say so, it's common sense.
In this clip, a woman appears on the Piers Morgan show advocating for allowing transgender women, those assigned male at birth but now identifying as women, to participate in women's sports. Because every person who has studied basic biology knows that testosterone is a very real thing. Just hearing this, one might question the logic behind her stance. Studies suggest that an athlete who was born male and later transitioned to female may have an unfair advantage over other female competitors if they participate in women's sports. This seems reasonable and understandable. However, when Piers Morgan asked her if she would allow an exceptionally skilled male athlete, like Floyd Mayweather, to compete in women's boxing if he were transgender, she said yes. Imagine saying such things on live television. How can someone say yes to that question and then attempt to justify it? This is why common sense is crucial in these discussions. Next up, we have a sane and normal human being fighting off woke kids.
Why do you see the potential to talk about this as a cis straight male?
Hold on, you can't assume my gender.
But am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay, but you're still a cis male.
How do you know that, though? Because I look like one, right?
No, because...
Then why?
Because trans people are not going to fight against trans.
I know, and this isn't against trans people.
No, it is.
This?
Yeah.
It's against letting kids who can't actually consent to something so extreme make these life-changing decisions.
Did he just assume his gender? How dare he? This is exactly what that girl would have said if it was the guy calling her a CIS female. Let's just say this guy is too smart for these girls. All he did was use their twisted logic against them. If he were to assume her gender and call her a female, then God knows what would have happened next, because these are the type of people who identify themselves as everything else except their biological identity. What the guy was doing was creating an awareness about allowing kids who aren't mature and old enough to make life-changing decisions like identifying themselves as whatever they want. But all these are too much to digest for these people, so either they walk away in silence or start an argument. Climate activists can sometimes be a little annoying. We've seen them protesting on highways and runways, causing disruptions. It's unclear what they hope to achieve with these actions. Fighting against the exploitation of natural resources is understandable, but it's important to do your research before taking action. What you're about to see is quite funny.
Earlier in the day, another group stopped tankers on a busy A road, infuriating drivers. And activists climb on top.
What are they achieving?
Well, what they're saying is they want maximum disruption to stop the government extracting oil and gas.
Yeah, but that's cooking oil.
In this clip, instead of stopping trucks carrying crude oil or gas, the activists stopped and mounted a truck carrying cooking oil. This just highlights how intelligent they are. Blocking a truck carrying cooking oil? Really, people? Congratulations, you might not be having any fried chicken tonight. At least stop the right truck. Now we know why some people might be frustrated with activists when they pull stunts like this. Should there be gender equality? Yes. Should there be equal pay for men and women in sports? Well, that depends on a lot of factors. When this woman was asked if women's sports deserve more recognition or more pay than men's sports, she said yes. But when she was asked to name a few WNBA teams, she straight away fumbled.
Do you think women's sports should get paid more, get more recognition? What do you guys think?
For sure, like, we deserve equality, so definitely should.
On topic of women's sports, can you name any WNBA teams?
How can a person who doesn't even know about the WNBA say that women's sports deserve more pay or recognition? This is just humiliating yourself in front of the camera. Women's sports get less pay as compared to men because they generate less income as compared to men's sports. It's just common sense and general knowledge. It seems like woke people just like to be proven wrong. Do you know why it's important to just mind your business? A homeless guy was just sitting on the sidewalk minding his own business and breathing fresh air when this guy decided to disrupt traffic and start a conversation with him.
Chill. Why are you flipping me off, bro?
Why are you taking my picture, bro?
Because there should be housing for you.
I don't want housing.
Then, so what do you want? Just to sit here then?
Yeah. It's my country, ain't it?
Yeah, but this isn't sanitary. We all live here.
It's not unsanitary.
What gives you more right than me?
It's unsanitary.
Look! What do you mean? You should want better for yourself.
I like it like this. I like the fresh air.
No, I got you, but we all have to... What if somebody's handicapped and they need to get by? They can't.
They got 36 inches.
Somebody on a mobile bike can't get through here.
They got 36 inches.
So your freedom's more important than somebody else's.
36 fucking inches.
No, see, this is the problem. You think you're more important than somebody else.
He was just begging for it. The guy filming it was just provoking him. Come on, just drive by like all the others. When he said he was blocking the sidewalk by just sitting there, the homeless guy gave him a fitting reply.
Sit here and talk to the homeless guy and hold up traffic. Maybe somebody's got to go to the hospital.
You see that? You see how that guy just expects?
Nice one there. I think he just got owned by an old homeless dude. He was the one asking for it. This will remind him to just mind his own business from now on. Some people think they are pretty smart, but are they? Let's find out. So this girl was asked if men and women were equal, and her answer? She said women are better than men. Typical, right? This is the answer we can expect from a woke woman.
Actually, women are better than men. What do men bring to the world? Literally nothing. Women, the vibes, just everything. Everything is brought to by women.
Yeah, right. This just shows how intelligent you are. And you are just shaming other women by saying women bring the vibe? I mean, really? That's the best thing you could think of. So many things are done by women as she says this. Is that the only thing women are capable of? Obviously no, but she was not able to say a single thing beyond that. When a guy hit her back and disagreed with her, she just started attacking him personally by saying he was mansplaining by making faces at him. But even though he is not completely right, he does have a point.
I completely disagree. You say that men bring nothing in the world. Everything you know and love. If you look around the entire infrastructure of our nation, our economy, every building you walk into, the camera that's filming you right now, the microphone you're speaking to, everything is built, maintained, and it's still maintained to this day through men. Hardworking men.
I love how he's mansplaining this to me.
No, I'm serious that the way that you are portraying your ideas and opinions is through technology and infrastructure and an economy and a nation that was not only built, but it's still maintained to this day by men.
This girl just goes on attacking the guy personally instead of just making a point.
Yeah, because women have been oppressed for like hundreds of years. That was the...
How so?
Did men allow you to have that haircut?
You taking personal attacks makes me seem like the more intelligent. You know, if you want to have a real debate, you don't bring up personal attacks. It shows that you're
Okay, I understand.
Validate your point, not some personal attack because you're losing the argument.
You gonna let him win? Come on.
Insulting a person does not validate your points. We can't expect anything better from woke people. This video perfectly explained why education and common sense are very important. Teenagers can be annoying, but when they do things that are not acceptable, then it means they need to be corrected. But some people like the girl in the video you are about to see need to learn manners.
I'm asking you as your mother see you leave out the house like that. Because at this point, that's who I'm going to call. Your mother.
Call her. She's not going to answer.
Well, somebody gonna have to come get you because you cannot be at school like this.
Why can't why?
Because it's inappropriate.
What's inappropriate?
Everything you have on. No, everything you have on is inappropriate.
What we're all wearing is inappropriate.
Everything you have on is inappropriate.
It's a hot mess.
Clothes on. I got top and bottom.
Top and bottom. Top and bottom. You thought you was gonna come to school.
I thought I was gonna come to
your
school
mother
and learn a lesson in my top and my bottom, and then let's like learn a lesson.
No, you ain't gonna learn a lesson in my class. The lesson is to put clothes on in the morning.
Dressing that way to school is not at all justifiable. She's either seeking attention or lacks some good parenting. Maybe it would be appropriate if she was going to the beach and not a classroom. Anyhow, when the teacher told her she was going to call her mother, the girl answered, "Go on." She won't answer. Right. Now we know what her problem is. People should understand that they cannot do whatever they want. And that brings us to the end of our journey through some of the craziest woke people moments. Whether it was asking baseless questions or bizarre conversations, it's clear that these incidents have left a mark on everyone involved. But before we go, let us know in the comments which incident amused you the most. Are there any other encounters you think we should cover? We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.